wherever you are. This is a Clara Luper radio show, and today I'm broadcasting from the Mirage Convention Center in downtown Oklahoma City. This program is being brought to you this morning by Gates Barber Shop, located at 2609 North Martin Luther King. Mr. Gates is ready to get you ready for the Soul Bazaar. All you have to do is to go by 2609 North Martin Luther King and get that haircut. Today's broadcast is being brought to you by Hometown, 2001 Northeast at 23rd Street, where you can shop for 24 hours. One happy person is Dr. A.L. Dow, because he's been a part of the Soul Bazaar for the past 29 years, and this is our 30th year, and Dr. Dow is with us. Dr. Dow is located at 934 Northeast 8th Street in Oklahoma City. Now, what you will have to do is to call him for an appointment, 235-0536. That's Dr. A.L. Dow. What is a Soul Bazaar without Mrs. Gloria Matthews? I don't know. I do know that Mrs. Gloria Matthews and her staff have attended 29 of the 30 Soul Bazaars, and they will be here today. But in the meantime, let me tell you about Johnson Shardinas, located at 1643 Northeast 50th Street in Oklahoma City. Do you want your child safe? Do you want your child to have a learning, growing experience? Then call 424-4656 and tell Mrs. Gloria Matthews or Mr. Paul Matthews that you heard it on the Clara Luper radio show. I'm broadcasting today from the Mirage Convention Center, and I know wherever you are, you're thinking about coming down to the Mirage Convention Center. The Soul Bazaar kicked off yesterday with daycare, schoolers, the children's house was here, Lather's Learning Center, and it was an experience. At 11 o'clock, the Douglas High School showcase, sponsored by Mrs. Shelley, Mrs. Weary, and others, took the town by surprise. Douglas High School with over 125 students here, showing what can be done. It was something that the people that attended the Soul Bazaar will never forget. Douglas High School, we would like to salute you. Not only would we like to salute you, but we would like to thank you. Yesterday, the judging started in the essay, the poetry, the playwright, the music composition contest, competition with AXO. It was something. When you come down, I want you to notice how the Soul Bazaar is set up. I want you to notice the exhibits. I want you to see the drawings. I want you to see the art. I want you to see what our people are doing. But yesterday at 2:30 p.m., it was the Lady Ruth Hunter's fashion show. 25 people participated in that show, headed by Mrs. Nancy Davis with all of her diversity. Lady Ruth Hunter's fashion show is a part of the Soul Bazaar. And today you will see another fashion show that I would tell you about. The Essence of Rhythm with Brandon Gaughan and Courtney Moses was here, along with the Intellects featuring Brandon Gaughan, Terman Riddell, Maurice Lee IV, Janelle James, and Spencer Brown, all here. The Spencer's Parade of Beauty with Mrs. Wallace was out of sight, and those of you that know Mrs. Wallace, you know she's always fashionable. She's dressed to the T in a dress that once you see, you will never forget, Mrs. Lou Wallace. The page show featured two of the outstanding pages. Yes, Miss Evans and Miss Thomas did a tremendous job. Miss Black Oklahoma was here. Kelly Lambert, with all of her beauty, with all of her dignity, and participated. It was yesterday it was 7 o'clock, and it was time for the oration competition sponsored by AXO, and it was something to remember. Incidentally, it will continue today, and tonight the young people will see the winners, and the winners will go on to New York City to compete in the National AXO competition. But at 8:30 last night, it was the Electra Nets, and they blew the house down with their fancy uniforms, with their fast steps. It was something to remember. But now, it's May 15th. This is your last chance to attend Soul Bazaar 99. Your last chance. The doors will open at 10 o'clock. And the first 5 that come in and say, I heard it on the Clara Luper radio show, you will have the opportunity to come in free. At 10 o'clock, Mr. Berlin Nero will present the export show, and that's something to see. At 11 o'clock, it will be the AXO competition, a one-leg hopping contest, the history competition, the AXO drama competition will take place, the vocal music contemporary, instrumental music contemporary, then the highlight. No, all of them are highlights, though, but the Nancy Davis's fashion special show. And since this is the last show of the 20th century, Nancy says she will really make it something that's important and unforgettable. Those of you that like vocal music, well, we have the vocal music classical, the instrumental music classical. The gospel orama will take place at 7 o'clock tonight with Barbara Potts. Clara Luper broadcasting from the Myriad Convention Center in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. At 8 o'clock, it will be the award assembly, and we will close it out tonight with a big thank you and with the Electra Nets. The theme this year is teamwork counts, and it really counts. If you notice, I haven't talked about my exhibitors, but we would not have a Soul Bazaar if it were not for the exhibitors. And when you come to the Soul Bazaar today, I want you to be sure and visit the following exhibitors. Whitford, York County Sheriff. I want you to visit the ACLU booth. LJ Tours, your representative, Opie Toure, is here. The Community Action Program, Renee Oils will be here. Rose State College, Langston University, Maryland Hildred, your independent all-state agent. Creative Hands, and you haven't seen anything until you go to the Creative Hands booth, where you will see something that you can't believe in. I want you to come down and be sure and visit the NACP Youth Council's booth. Once again, I would like to remind you that Kay's Bath and Gift Boutique is here. Now, we don't know what's in Oklahoma City until we look around, and so many times we stay right in our little shell. But I want to tell you that Kay's Bath and Gift Boutique is something that you will always remember. Yes, while you're here, be sure and pick up your Threads of Survivor buttons. That's the theme of the 1999 Miss Black Oklahoma's theme is Threads of Survivor. What threads are we talking about? We are talking about the threads of love, the threads of kindness, and what have you. Yes, you will have an opportunity to pick up your button, and today your buttons are on sale down here for $1, knowing that you are supporting the Miss Black Oklahoma contest. Once again, let me tell you, Bernard Home Health Service is down here. Bernard, giving you the health service that you like. So many of you have asked questions about Mary Mahoney. You don't have to ask anymore because Mary Mahoney is here with all of the opportunities, with all of the things that are available. I want you to meet a young man from Edmond, Oklahoma, who has Heart Tech Incorporated. He will be showing you the latest in computer skills and what have you. Yes, Sonia Shakes will be here today from Midwest City. Paparazzi will be here, and I cannot tell you enough about
because there's no way else, there's no other way that that I can do this other than this way, okay?
But
so
ladies and gentlemen,
you're gonna be
let
on
me
that,
tell you
right?
something that I want you to remember. Do you actually know what's happening in Oklahoma City? Do you know that we have a black man in Oklahoma City that has changed the course of racing history? His name is, and get your pencil and write it down, tell your children and your grandchildren, this man did what couldn't be done. He did it anyway. His name is Johnny Todd. Johnny Todd. And the most exciting part about it, I have Johnny Todd here in the Myriad, in the Soul Bazaar with me. And we're going to talk to Johnny Todd. How in the world can a black man in these days make it in the racing business? How can he make it? And for you young people out there who think you can't make it, today I want you to come down here. I want you to talk to Johnny Todd. I want you not only to talk to him, but I want you to look at what he has down here. Now, there are some things, and my knowledge of racing is limited, because in Hoffman, Oklahoma, we raced only on, well, what did we race? We would make some little things with a wheel on it, and we would race down the hill. But when you see this, even though we were in Hoffman, we dreamed of a day that we could see a black man. Could you imagine that owns a racing car competing all over the country? Can you imagine that? Well, your imagination may cease, because today you will get to see and talk to. You will get to touch. You will get to congratulate Johnny Todd. And don't miss that opportunity. Don't miss that opportunity. Calvin Luper is here, and Calvin is all smiles. Calvin Luper is so busy, and incidentally, when you come, you can get some CP's catfish today. You can get some Calvin's hot dogs. And Calvin Luper, Paige and Calvin Luper. Calvin is so busy. Calvin is getting it together.
Miss Luper.
Calvin wants you to come down. And one thing about Calvin, in setting up the Soul Bazaar, Calvin put his booth right by Johnny Todd's. Calvin put his booth right by Johnny Todd's, where you can eat that good old catfish. And let me tell you something. You love that Clara Luper's lemonade. You remember it from the fair. And you say, well, one thing about it, I can get it at the Soul Bazaar and the fair. It is a special. If you don't believe it, ask Johnny Nixon and others. But this is a big day, and Calvin is so excited, and he has reminded me 50 times that he is responsible. He is responsible for Johnny Todd being here. He is the one that has followed Johnny's career. And he knew that if he got Johnny Todd down here, he could inspire so many people. He could inspire people just like the other people that are down here. The programs that you wanted to talk about, the programs that these young people can look up to, the programs that you will always remember. Hurry on down to the Soul Bazaar. Be here at 10 o'clock. Be here when the Soul Bazaar opens, and show your support. You know, one thing happened last night that I've got to tell you about it. During the ACT competition, Reverend A. Byron Coleman, the pastor of the Fifth Street Baptist Church, was here. And he was so excited because this took him back to his days. You know, he once competed in AXO. He said he competed in AXO for 2 years. Here comes Calvin. Calvin has his apron on. Calvin is ready to go. Calvin, I've been telling them about you. You tell me you're responsible for Johnny Todd being here, and I want to congratulate you. Okay, here it is. Here's Calvin.
Good morning, Oklahoma City. Live and in living color from the 1999 Soul Bazaar. It is indeed, really, truly, indeed a blessing and a privilege to be a part of this year's Soul Bazaar. Now, Mom is telling you about Johnny Todd, but then there are other exhibitors down here. I'm going to save a little bit for Johnny Todd. It's hard to brag on somebody that has made it. You know, it's like talking about Clara Luper. You know, how you going to brag on Clara Luper? And those of us here in this Oklahoma City community, those of us who have understood the trials and tribulations that happen to black men, we are indeed proud of this young black man who has something to show and is showing it. And it is down here at the 1999 Soul Bazaar here in Exhibit Halls B, C, and D. Now, Mom says I'm responsible for Johnny Todd being here, but it's somebody stronger than that that helped make Todd be a part of this year's bazaar. And not only that, but it's a young man that he sees every morning in the mirror that makes us proud to be a part of it, because I know, and those we know, that there's been Todd, and then there's been Todd in Washington, and there's been Washington and Todd, and then there's been nothing, and then there's been Todd. But we're here, and I invite you to come down now. I told you about King Kong, and we got some sights of King Kong. But also, when you're down here at the Soul Bazaar 1999 here at the Myriad Convention Center, I want you to come by CP's Catfish Cafe and Merlin's Gumbo. Now, that I can truthfully say that I'm responsible for. Also, we have a schedule of events, highlights of things that we'll be telling you about during the course of the radio show. But the big thing is that we're here. We are live. We are in color. We are blessed, and we are truly glad that you have told that neighbor, that you have told that friend, and that you've invited them to be a part of this radio show. But most importantly, we look forward to seeing your face. Be you beautiful, be you thank you beautiful, be whatever you are. We want you down here at the Soul Bazaar because we have something that this entire state, this entire nation is indeed proud of. And that is the fact that we have young black people that are taking care of business, as our good friend Cecil Williams used to say. Well, I mean taking care of business. And we have young people that have their artwork, their sculpture work, their photography work on exhibit. We have young people that will be talking that talk oratorically, that will be showing their dance steps dancingly. We have the electrolytes, I think that's the right name on that. Mom mentioned it earlier. But we have the AXO competition that will be going on. We have the Miss Black Oklahoma special Hello?
Calvin.
Yeah, okay.
I got
you. We got a Miss Black Oklahoma pageant program that will be going on. This is the place to be. Now, everybody's talking about how hot it's going to be today, but you don't have to worry about here in our Myriad Convention Center because it's air-conditioned, and we're comfortable. We got a lot for you to do, a lot for you to see. But, Mom, I'm not going to claim any responsibility for anything Johnny Todd has done, like I don't take any responsibility for anything that you've done. You've done it through the grace of God, and you've done it through sometimes some people see obstacles and quit. A little bump on the road will make some people just stop what they're doing, give up their dream.
Right.
But I'm looking at two dynamic people here that I know, and that those of you out there in the community know, have had some canyons in their lives, you know. But they're here. They're here at the Soul Bazaar. We're looking forward to seeing you, and I've talked a lot, and I'm going to talk a lot more, especially when I see your face over at Merlin's Gumbo and CP's Catfish. And you know what? Also, Merlin Hilliard has our entire staff out here at the Soul Bazaar. We got some luggage tags and things. Oh, it's so much that you're going to be able to receive yourself when you be a part of this, the 1999 Soul Bazaar.
This portion of the program is brought to you by Gideon's 300 Store, located at 6006 South Western in Oklahoma City. If you want to dress African, you can. Gideon's 300 Store, 6006 South Western. When we think of barbecue, think of Leo's Barbecue, located at 3631 North Kelly in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. It's Soul Bazaar time in the state of Oklahoma. In the Soul Bazaar, you would be very proud because you can pick up a copy of the Education Highway, featuring historically black colleges and universities. Langston University on the head page. On the main page on the front page is Langston University and Tennessee State University. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are broadcasting from the Myriad Convention Center, and I don't know whether we are going to be able to get my ace reporter in or not.
Yes.
Freddie Mae Stevens and I know you are really upset because you have heard her You have heard from Coco today, but I'm broadcasting from the Merritt Convention Center. And before I go off the air, I will give Freddie Stevens an opportunity to call in to the radio station and Coco, because we got to hear their reports. But ladies and gentlemen, when you come to the Soul Bazaar today, be sure and pick up a copy of the Education Highway. Visit the Oklahoma Tourist Department, and you will be able to pick up some information. But I've told you about him. Calvin has told you about it. But here he is, looking to the future, Johnny Todd.
Hello, my name is Johnny Todd, the owner of King Kong Racing and Association. We have been racing for the last 25 or 30 years. I'm the owner and operator of a full 18-wheel facility trailer, which is equipped with a computer that tells the things that the race car does in the course of going down the track. We have a new 99 extended cab Ford that we pull the truck and trailer with, so everyone needs to come out to the Soul Bazaar and take a look and see what we have accomplished over these years. This is a good, clean, honest sport. It's a sport that everybody would enjoy to get in. The only thing I can say is it's a little expensive, but the thing of it is, it will keep a person off of the street with nice, clean fun. So everybody come down to the Soul Bazaar and take a look at the racing facility of Johnny Todd. Thank you very much.
You aren't getting away this easy. You're saying that now, let's just look at this. What do you have inside, and what do you call that long, beautiful white thing with 3, 6, 9, 12 lights on the back? No, it's 15, 17 lights on the back. What is that? And walk me through there, please.
That, Miss Luper, is what we call an enclosed trailer. This is like a house that the car stays in as we're traveling down the highway. So and it's equipped with computer and living quarters and everything that we need at the racetrack. And it's a facility that would cost somewhere in the neighborhood of around $55,000. So we are very proud of it.
Okay, I was just finna think about buying me one until you told me the price of it. And you actually own that, Mr. Todd. Now, don't jive me, because I was born on Bull Street. Helper Avenue ran to my back door, and my telephone number was K-O-K-O. And you going to come here and tell me that you own a house on wheels for your automobile?
Yes, ma'am, Miss Luper, I definitely do. And whether you believe it or not, this house on wheels costs more than the house I'm staying in.
Oh, I see. And no, tell me about this little red racing car that you have. Do you have more than one racing car?
Yeah, we have a total of 3 racing cars. This car right here is not the fastest car we got, but it was the only one we had available because the other one is in Troy, Missouri, getting some chassis work done on it, which we was intended to have it here, but they didn't finish it in time. But we had committed ourselves and promised Calvin that we would be here, so we bought the second fastest thing we got. Yes, we are here.
Okay, now, do you drive these cars, and how many miles per hour can they travel?
Okay, this first car we have been in a elapsed time of 7:51 at 187 miles an hour through the quarter of a mile. The car we have here today has been like 12:50 at 130 miles an hour, and we compete all over the state. We belong to the Colorado Pro Stock Association, and we are booked anywhere in the state that they want to pay us to go. That's where we go.
Okay, now, and you have raced in how many states, sir?
We have raced in something like about 20 or 25 states, and just wherever we are booked. And they won the last 2 races we had. The end out our season was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and in Wichita, Kansas, which we finished off our season last year. And we will be starting up our next season around the 1st of June.
All right, now, you're telling me that you have racing seasons just like you have football seasons and basketball seasons. Explain that to me, please.
Okay, our seasons, we can only race in good, hot, fair weather. So our season starts like in the middle of March, if the wind, the weather permits, all the way up until October or September, you know. That's the season. Then, like, we don't race during November, December, but the season starts out west in January.
This is a Clara Luper radio show, and today I'm broadcasting from the Soul Bazaar. The Soul Bazaar this year, the colors have taken on purple, white, and green. You've got to see it to believe it, and you don't have to worry about it. The admission is only $2, and I know you can come in and you can be happy. This is Family Day, really, at Soul Bazaar 99. So many times we talk about people. We talk about and we wonder about people. Have you ever wondered about Kay's Bath and Gift Boutique? Have you wondered what Kay, a young lady, a lady with a dream, has to offer you? She's been here at the Soul Bazaar, and we didn't realize how it was raining, and many of you could not come out yesterday evening because of the rain, because you're so sweet. If you get wet, you would probably melt. But the sun is shining today, and you can really come out. And today, I would like to introduce you to the owner, the CEO of Kay's Bath and Gifts Boutique, and she is going to tell you what she has to offer here at Soul Bazaar 99.
Hello. I'm Janice McKinney, and I'm the owner of Kay's Bath and Gifts Boutique. And I offer you, I specialize in bath oils, bath bags, bath pillows, foot baths, all the things that are made with natural ingredients, all natural ingredients. And I have many gift items made from potpourri, and I make all these things myself.
Okay, she's so modest. You just got to see it. You've got to see it. She makes it us see it. Well, down at Hoffman, we used to make dolls. We would pull grass with long hair, and we would fix that grass into a grass doll. But you haven't seen nothing until you see her products. Kay's Bath and Gift Boutique. She has bath oil and bath vinegar. I bet you don't even know what bath vinegar is. She has it. She has scented pillows, mug mats. She has bath bags and bath water, foot baths and bath salts. She has all kind of herbal tea and tea time. Yes, if you can talk to her. Not only that, one thing about the Soul Bazaar, people will be talking about it until another year. This is your opportunity, and I'm expecting you, because today we are going to have some entertainment that you will never forget. The entertainment will be here. I was so proud that two of the Orange kids, grandchildren, will be here today, and they will be part of that fantastic program this evening. You haven't heard anything of me. You heard the Mosleys, and I want you to be prepared when you come here today to enjoy yourself. Why don't you just spend the whole day at the Soul Bazaar? Let me tell you what you can do. You can start by visiting the exhibitors. You can start by getting you a seat, looking at the various shows. And then you can enjoy the food, delicious food, prepared by CP. Last night, Rosalie Heron was here, along with others, and they were talking about how good that food was. Tour the Soul Bazaar. Show and stop talking about, I wish black people would do something. Black people will do something if you support black people. Now, I would like to say this to all you white folks. This is Clara Luper now. I'm black as a blackberry. And when you have something, we support you. And why is it that white folks won't go on out and support black folks? I want you to tell me the reason why. Don't play with me. Tell me the reason why. And, baby, don't tell me how much you love me. When black people have something, you keep your behinds at home. I want to see your face in this place today. Not only that, I have a lot of people say, Miss Luper, I'm too old. You too old to do what? You're not too old to eat. You're not too old to gossip. You're not too old to do anything you want to do, and you will have something to gossip about when you come down here and see. You know, I get so sick of parents who don't follow their children. Boy, if I had children that could perform like those children did yesterday from Douglas, from the class and school of advanced studies or whatever that is, I would be here before time. I would be just like those parents that came from Putnam City last night to follow their son. I would be here. And I'm telling you, parents, because you can make me so mad. You always talk about what your children aren't doing, and when they try to do something, maybe you don't like the type of music they are engaged in. Maybe you don't like it, but you support them. That's the only way you can get their attention. And I would like to personally thank Mr. and Mrs. Richard Garrett, who came here with students. I would like to congratulate them, and Mrs. Garrett and Mr. Garrett have always worked. I had the opportunity to talk to these young men, and they were talking about how some teachers influence their life. And if I were a teacher in the Oklahoma City school system and I couldn't find one child with talent, I would go in and I would resign. If I were the superintendent of schools and if I didn't have any influence, and I know the superintendent sent notices out to all of the schools, and if I had people that didn't care enough about the black children to try to encourage them, I would let them go. I would have a clean sweep. 99. Onita Brown will be greeting you at the door. Yes, this is So Bizarre 99. Calvin is all smiling. He's coming. Calvin, who do you have here today? Oh, I know who's here. I know who's here. I know who's here. Jimmy Hart is here. But let me tell you about Hart. Hart came down last night. He looked at his booth and he said, I'm ready to go. I'm going to let you, Hart, I'm going to let you tell all of the people about your product. And while you are here, I can look at you and tell you're a graduate of Langston University, which really means that you are highly intelligent. It's nothing like Langston University, and incidentally, they have a booth here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Clara Luper at the Mirror Convention. And I want you to come down and I want you to go to the Miss Black Oklahoma booth. Miss Black Oklahoma will take place on June the 19th through the 26th. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, a graduate of Langston University, Jimmy Hart.
Good morning, good morning. I want to invite you all out to So Bizarre 99. Please come out. There's lots of great booths. I would like to welcome you to my booth, Heart Tech Incorporated. We specialize in educational software. Today we'll be selling our software called Innovators in History, Past and Present. It highlights over 450 African Americans. It has information on scholarships, has information on all the black colleges. It has a quiz bowl in it. It has a picture library. There's no software out there like it on the market. I developed this software as a result of me being an educator. I taught at Millwood for 5 years. And while there at Millwood, there was a shortage of information readily available on computer format for African Americans. So with the help of my students and friends, I developed African American Innovators in History, Past and Present. We're selling the software here today. It's a great educational tool. Give your family and friends the gift of knowledge. Thank you.
Oh, what do you mean, thank you? I'm so proud of you. Why did you go to Langston University?
For one, I attended Langston University. I wanted to go to a historically black college and university. Being from Arizona, there are no black colleges out that way. And so I wanted to attend a historically black college and university, a college that would help me, and not just take my money, but would also help me and give me lifelong learning skills at the same time while educating me towards my industrial technology degree.
It's true that after Langston you found a lovely wife, right? Did you find that beautiful wife after Langston?
Well, by way of Langston, we actually met here at church, at Great Mount Olive Baptist Church. She's from Ohio. But by way of Langston, if it wasn't for Langston, I wouldn't have come to Oklahoma City and eventually met my wife.
Thank you so very kindly, and I know that's good news to all you single men out there. You realize that if you go to church, no telling what will happen to you. Come on down to Soul Bazaar. Come on down. It's nothing. Thank you so very kindly, and we'll see you at your booth, and he's over there by CP's Catfish Cafe. Langston University had so many memories for all of us. It is a great university. It is a university that's concerned with all of us. Here today at the Myriad Convention Center, I have a young lady that has a very beautiful name, Clara. Clara G. Allen, from the School of Agriculture and Applied Sciences at Langston University, and she is here to tell you all about what she's doing here.
Good morning, Oklahoma City. My name is Clara Allen, and I am here representing Langston University. We are here on behalf of Families First Nutrition Education, which is a part of a six-state consortium, all historically black college universities. And we are trying to promote an awareness of nutrition amongst our culturally diverse populations. There are several nutrition programs here in Oklahoma, but it would appear that the culturally diverse population has slipped through the cracks. So Langston University is a part of trying to promote an awareness of nutrition. And we would like for you all to come out to the Soul Bazaar and see our display and the many other displays that are here. We appreciate Clara Luper for inviting us out. And come out and see what's going on here at the Soul Bazaar.
Someone asked me, said, Clara, why do you have so many friends? I said, you're asking me the wrong question. The question I should be asking you, why don't you have some friends? And I can tell you the reason why you don't have friends, because somewhere my grandmother said to make friends, you must be friendly.
Ms. Luper.
And talking about being friendly, I want to tell you about a small church in Bristow, Oklahoma. It's known as the Greater Mount Hermon Baptist Church. It's right off of Highway 48 in Bristow, Oklahoma. The pastor there is Reverend DeWitt Nash. But Oklahoma City will connect with Greater Mount Hermon this week, because running a revival at Greater Mount Hermon Baptist Church in Bristow, Oklahoma, under the pastorate of Reverend DeWitt Nash, will be our own Reverend M.L. Tucker. Reverend M.L. Tucker is the pastor of the Pilgrim Rest Baptist Church in Oklahoma City. And if you have not heard Reverend Tucker preach or sing, you have really missed an opportunity. She's here, the NAACP Youth Council's AXO advisor, and incidentally, my granddaughter Alicia Hildred and her husband Jay and my beautiful great-granddaughter have arrived in Oklahoma City for the Soul Bazaar. Marilyn, come and tell me about it. Marilyn is so excited, and she's all in a green and black today, which means victory.
Miss Luper.
Good morning. This is Marilyn Hildred, AXO advisor for the Oklahoma City NAACP Youth Council. And I'm so excited because starting today at 11 o'clock, we have the continuous competition that was not completed on Friday. At 1 o'clock, we will have the drama competition for AXO. At 3:30, the vocal contemporary and the vocal instrumental. At 6:30, the vocal classical and the instrumental classical. And at 8:30, the awards ceremony. I'm asking you to come down, support your children, because this is some of the most fantastic talent you see in the Oklahoma City area. Those of you that are involved in the competition, I urge you to be here before time so you can focus on doing a job well. Thank you so very much, and to those schools that supported the AXO competition and those teachers, my hat goes off to you and say thank you very much for your support. And I look forward to seeing you today at the Soul Bazaar.
Marilyn,
did you actually contact all of the schools in the Oklahoma City area? And what schools became, what schools are a part of it?
Yes, I contacted, along with the superintendent of Oklahoma City Public Schools, all the public schools and some of the surrounding schools in the Oklahoma City area. We have participating Douglas High School, Classen School of Arts and Science. We have students from Northeast. We have a student from John Marshall. We have students from Nakoma Park. We have students from Midwest City and the Dale City area. I am really excited about the young people who are interested in competing in the academic Olympics of the mind. We support our children when it comes to football. We support our children when it comes to basketball. But I'm talking about supporting them when you're talking about the academic Olympics of the mind, because whoever wins here locally tonight will represent Oklahoma City at the National NAACP Convention in New York City. And if they win in New York City, the first place winner will receive $2,000 first place, along with a laptop computer, $1,500 second place, and $1,000 third place. Not only that, the young people that are in the sciences, that have projects that are major concern with Nassau, we have an opportunity to go to Nassau for 3 weeks at Nassau's expense. Opportunities are unlimited. These young people have a chance to go places we never dreamed of. But we as the community, as teachers, as parents, must have a responsibility of directing our young people. So if your young person is not involved, I urge you to bring them down so they can see what other young people are doing. We never know what our kids can do, because there's a story in the Bible that says if you have one talent and you take that talent and you cultivate it and mold it, that God will give you other talents. This is Marilyn Hildred with AXO.
Marilyn, I know you were all smiling last night because the Reverend Brothers and his entire family was here. His lovely mother was here, and did she enjoy? What did you say to your pastor last night when you presented it and he told you that he had participated in AXO?
I'm a member of Fifth Street Baptist Church, and my pastor is Reverend Byron Coleman. At the Soul Bazaar last night, during the AXO after the AXO competition or oratory, Reverend Coleman told the audience here that he had participated in AXO 2 times himself. And he went on to explain how valuable the AXO competition was. After he spoke, I asked him one very important question: if he won. And the answer to that was no, but he tried, because one thing about the AXO competition, only 1% of the young people involved in the United States ever win the first, second, or third place prizes. And I want you to know that a young man by the name of Hollis Johnson won 3rd place in the United States from a school called Dale City High School here in the Oklahoma area. And my hat goes off to Hollis Johnson, who won in mathematics last year. So don't tell me what we can't do. And we are so excited. IBM puts up money, Xerox, it just goes on. And I'm so elated, and I encourage you to come and see what these young people may do. And I want to tell you, my hat goes off to Mrs. Brothers, because she sure has been a lot of help in putting this AXO program together.
Thank you so very kindly, Marilyn. And we are talking about AXO, and I'm inviting all of you to come down today in order that you will see for yourself. I would hate to keep my child in a cell. Come down here and look at Coco Summers get on that stage and answer any kind of question that you want. I would hate to keep my child covered up and then come down here and my child has to compete with Shalonda Evans. Wouldn't that be a tragedy? The NAACP Youth Council meets every Monday night, and we invite your participation. We invite you to come down to participate. And I'm so happy because I had a poem that was written, a beautiful poem that I'll be telling you about. But I just want Mrs. Leslie D. Lambert to say hello to you this morning.
Good morning, Oklahoma City. This is Leslie D. Lambert, Jr. I am associated with the L3 Lakeside Farms Security Association. Also, I'm associated with TPS, Mark Anthony Guyman's Total Protection Service. Here we support AXO
for the young black children of Oklahoma City and of the United States. We ask that each and every child, if you're not doing anything today, come down to the Myriad and just see what we are trying to do here. Ask questions. You see an adult walking around. If you don't know what's going on, just stop and ask someone. We would like you to come down and meet the great Clara Luper here of Oklahoma City, for she is one of our highest, most respected black females in the state of Oklahoma, and yes, that is my opinion. And my name is Leslie D. Lambert Jr. Once again, we ask that you come down and be a part of this. You may not be involved in a particular event. Just come down and support us. Clap your hands. Praise the children. Praise God all together. We ask that you just come down and enjoy us and eat and fellowship with us.
Yes, we are all here, and I want you to go and get some real Egyptian art. I was so impressed with that Egyptian art until, honestly, I can understand better, and I want you to do it. The Amber will be here to greet and to welcome you. Marching here is a young lady that we heard on radio this morning, Miss Geraldine Downing, who is real excited. Geraldine, I know you're excited to be part of Soul Bazaar 99.
Yes, Miss Luper, I'm very excited, and I'm thinking about yesterday. Oh, I'm telling you, you would appreciate our young people. You know, it has gone out that all of our young people have gone mad, gone crazy, but we still have some young people that's on the right road. And if you had been here yesterday to see these young people exhibit their talent, and then beside their talents, we want you to come to see these booths. Miss Black Oklahoma, she was here, a young lady that very creative, that our God is truly using, and using her voice. We want you to come down. Oklahoma City, what is the matter with you? You said, well, I'm not ready to come down, but I want you to come down. I am looking for you all, and I want you to stop at the All-State booth. At our booth, there's a TV. You can win many other gifts. Just come down and see what we have to offer here. Many, many creative things. So Oklahoma City, get your children. Today is Saturday. Say, I'm going to let this be a day outing for me and my children. Many of us are working, but today is your off day. And I am encouraging you to bring your children down. There will be some more entertainment early and later on today. And I want you to come down. Now, you missed it yesterday, and you said, well, I'm so sorry, but you don't have to miss it today. You have plenty of time to get here. We won't be starting until 10 o'clock. And I'm going to tell you something else. They got some good old CP catfish. If you want to come down, so you don't even have to worry about bringing your lunch. And you know the good old lemonade? The lemonade that Clara Luper's special? Come down for it. And I do want you to stop at Marilyn Hilder's booth. You must stop at the All-State booth. We have so much to offer you. Do you need a TV? Well, if you don't need no TV, you come down and win it and give it to somebody else. Be a cheerful giver. Now, again, I'm looking to see you, and I tell you what, I'm going to get on this phone, and I'm going to be calling some of you all. Come. Now, this, and I'm going to tell you something else. We have all kinds of insurance. Life insurance, rental insurance, home insurance, auto insurance. You come down. Don't wait till a tragedy strikes, and then you come racing for insurance. Come now. Merlin Hilger, at 730 West Britton Road. And I tell you one thing, I appreciate her because she's so concerned about her customers. Do you know what? When the tornado struck, she was Johnny on the spot. And many of you say, well, I don't see my agent. Well, that's good for you. You need an agency that's concerned about you. If your agent is not concerned about you, then why would you give them your money? What you need to do, yes, we do need insurance, but you definitely want your agent to be concerned. And I have found Marilyn to be very concerned. Customers say, oh, she's so concerned, that's why I have my insurance with her. So today, I'm encouraging you to come down here to the 99 Soul Bazaar, and you will have a great time. And Henry Wilson, I want you to get out of that house. Tell Miss Davis to bring you on down here. You need to be down here, too, and have a great time with us. We're inviting all of our friends, and we'd like for some of our pastors to come down.
Now, let me tell you something. Pastor Coleman, he was down yesterday, and he enjoyed the Act So program. We had a dynamic young lady who spoke till the heavens open up. So come down here, and you will certainly be blessed by coming in. Again, stop at the All-State booth. I'll be sitting there waiting to greet you. You have a great day now. Bye.
It is a great day because it's Soul Bazaar time in the great state of Oklahoma.
Clara?
Yes.
And your son, he told me just to call in and talk to you.
Yes, and you talk, darling.
Well, I hear all about the
Talk a little louder because I'm down into the mirror.
All right. I hear all about the Soul Bazaar. It is great. And I asked him, do you think it's the best for me to be on today? He said, well, she wants you on, but I'm going to change the subject just a little bit about how elderly, old people are being treated. And maybe I better wait until the next time and talk about that, because I do have...
Okay, I'll give you plenty of time next time.
All right. And thank you.
Thank you. You've heard Freddie, and she will have plenty of time, and she can tell you how old people are being treated. Well, this is the Clara Luper radio show, and many of you have called in. You wanted to you wanted to be a part of it. Here comes the sheriff. The sheriff, Sheriff Whittle is here, and his representative is here. Calvin, will you bring him over and just let him say hello to everybody and invite people to come down? Well, one thing about it, you asked me where is my senator. I don't know. Senator Monson has not been here. She will probably be down today along with Representative Cox and others. I want you to just say hello to everybody, please. The sheriff is coming. You ought to see him. I like these new uniforms. Oh, he reminds me that he's not the sheriff, but with me, if you're a deputy sheriff, you're a sheriff. We don't have to say deputy sheriff. All I have to do is say sheriff, and I know I'm right. Just say hello to the people out in Radio Land, and you have a half a minute.
How are you doing, everybody? I'm here to we have a lot of displays. We have one display here. It shows... The main thing is senior citizens, what they have to be aware of. There's a lot of crime out there, and we're trying to prevent it. And this is why I'm here. It's been fun.
It has certainly been fun, and now I would like to talk to you senior citizens. Senior citizens, listen to Clara Luper. Don't let anybody cheat you. Now, I'm not playing with you. And those of you that have had tornado damage and you are buying cars, why don't you support people that support you? Rodeo Hornbeak has been your friend and you get ready to buy a car. Think about Rodeo. Think about it, because that's the way other people do. We will never be able to move up the ladder of success until we learn to help others. If all of the churches would take out insurance from black agents, we would become the talk of the town. I'll call upon the churches, and the churches say to me, well, Clara, I can get a better deal. Sure, you can get a better deal. You can get a better deal for people that don't care about you. For example, the plantation owners say, I'm going to give you a better deal. Yes, the plantation owners say how much I love you and what you are all about. This is the Clara Luper radio show, and today is going to be a big day because Calvin Luper's help is here, Burley and Leroy is here, and many of you have called and you want somebody to sing happy birthday to you. I'm going to let you in on a secret. Tomorrow is Wesley Carmichael's birthday. He will be 90 years old, and his family will be worshiping at the Fifth Street Baptist Church. Yes, Mary Mahoney is here, and here she is. Here she is to talk about Mary Mahoney.
Good morning. This is Deborah, and I'm with Mary Mahoney Memorial Health Center. We're located at 36 between Anderson and Hiawassee. Our job down there is keeping our community healthy. We also have a school-based clinic located in Star Spencer High School. We have a Healthy Start program, which is located in the JTPA building on 23rd. We also have a outreach program for our young parents. We're under construction at this time, so, you know, if you come down, you see a lot of things turned around and don't know where nobody is, just ask. Somebody will direct you in the right direction. Basically, we're trying to keep our community healthy. We're trying to keep our children healthy. We deal with the new mothers on a day-to-day basis. We go into the home. We check on these new mothers. We make sure that they're parenting correctly, that they know what they're doing with their young children. We also promote the Sunic Health Care Program, which we do the applications right on site. So it makes our patients very comfortable. Thank you.
It's now happy birthday time, and I want those of you that are here in the mirror to gather around, and you can see the We Can't Singers. We Can't Singers, organized by that Calvin Luper and produced by Burley Negro. Here they are. All of you that's having birthdays, here are the We Can't Singers.
Yes, indeed. We're live and in living color at the Soul Bazaar. We're looking forward to our performance this evening. It's going to be the performances of performances. We know that you all have been anxious to actually see the We Can't Singers, but we're good. We're handsome. Some of us are taller than the other, wider than the other. But this is a very special morning because we have two special things. I'll give one. And this young lady came all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, came all the way back home just so she could hear her happy birthday song by the We Can't Singers. And then, Nero, you have someone, too.
I have a very special person in my life. My father had his birthday yesterday. He's 79 years old, and I want to say happy birthday to my father. I love him very much. All right, here we go. Do-wop, 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 do-wop. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Jamaica, Senior, Jamaica, Nero Senior, Mr. Carmichael, and may you have many, many more.
It is true that you all can't sing. This is Clara Luper at the Mirror Convention Center saying, come on down to the Mirror and let's have fun. The Can't Singers will perform today. You will see them live and in living colors. As I look at the clock on the wall, I know it's time for Clara Luper to say goodbye. I always hate to say goodbye to you because we've been together so long. You are so understanding. I'm going to dedicate my program next week to the senior citizens because I see so many of our senior citizens being cheated. Somebody's going to have to tell them that they need to make a will. Somebody needs to tell them that they need to have somebody to take care of their business because as you get old, many times you suffer from amnesia. And I'm going to talk to you next week, and I don't mean no stuff. Stay out of trouble, young people. Leave the jails for somebody else. Come down to Soul Bazaar. And when you come down, be sure and pick up your Miss Black Oklahoma button. Mrs. Bosie Walker will be here today. Clara Luper saying goodbye. And thanks to Joe Hill and all of you for making my birthday a big success. And I do love you. Bye-bye.
We'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Clara Luper Show. Join Sister Clara Luper here each and every Saturday from 9 until 10 at your #1 gospel station, KTLV. And until next Saturday, may God bless you.